Welcome to Pete and Hannah's Watchlist. I'm your host, Pete Mitchell. I'm here with my great co-host, Hannah.
Hello, people.
Hannah, we're here today for AFI Top 100 10-Year Revisited. But before we begin, let us tell the viewers and the listeners what they should do.
Pretty please leave a like and subscribe to our channel.
Subscribe.
Leave a comment down below. Your feedback on the show, thoughts, questions, comments, queries, all that jazz are welcome down in the comments below.
Hit the notification button and you will get great content like this one, including a What's Next, a show where we help you figure out what to watch next. And we reviewed Smash Machine and also Him. We didn't like those films.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
true.
meh.
Today, AFI Top 100. Tomorrow is movie news, and we will preview Tron Ares. That should be good. And then it's mailbag, so you can get your mail questions in at peteandhannahswatchlist@gmail.com. Great week on the channel. Let us get on to today's show, and it's movie number 7. And it is Lawrence of Arabia. Hannah, have you seen this one before?
Never.
Wow.
No.
Hen, we watch it on our cable television provider called Foxtel. It is a Columbia production film, but you can get it on HBO Max in America at the moment as well, and Apple and usual stuff. Elevator pitch. Lawrence of Arabia follows T.E. Lawrence's experiences in the Ottoman Empire during the First World War, and the way he gets Arab people to fight together, and it's about his emotional struggles when it comes to war.
Yeah.
This movie is directed by David Lean, screenplay by Robert Bolt, but the original screenplay and later Michael Wilson, he got credited for his work. Sam Spiegel, cinematography, Freddie A. Young, Ann Coates, great editor, did the work here. Maurice Jai, music. Horizon Pictures was the production company. Columbia Pictures was the distributor. Release date was December 10th, 1962. Goes for 222 minutes. 222 minutes.
Yeah.
222. That's nearly 4 hours long.
Yeah.
A budget was $15 million and box office was $70 million. Steven Spielberg is his favourite movie of all time. Okay?
A lot of other people also, yeah.
Yeah, he got interviewed and he said if they had to make that movie now, it would cost nearly $300 million at least.
True.
The production was $15 million, okay, and it box office receipts $70 million. It took 2 years to complete. 2 years.
2 years is a very long time.
Okay, let's look at the movies from 1962.
Yep.
What was it up against? So we've already had this year because To Kill a Mockingbird, which is also on this list.
Yep.
It was the 6th highest ranked grossing movie of 1962. In Search of the Castaways, number 10, Bon Voyage, number 9, Gypsy,
Yep.
number 8, Hatari, 7, To Kill a Mockingbird already said on 6, Mutiny on the Bounty. Mm-hmm. We'll come back to that. The Touch of Mink, The Music
Love
Man,
Yep.
Lawrence of Arabia, and The Longest Day, which was
Pretty long.
John Wayne.
Oh, yeah.
John Wayne. Okay. Let's go into. Let's talk about. I think it's really important to talk about. This movie touches on some history that is actually really important. Right, what's going on right now in the world?
Yeah.
We're talking about the. Damascus. We're talking about Gaza. We're talking about Jerusalem.
Yeah, they mention it in this film.
Historians have said that one of the biggest problems with the world today can be all stem back from the British Empire, and this movie is about that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
So, Lean and Sam Spiegel. Spiegel Productions, David Lean, the director, they worked together on another movie that we've had on this list, Bridge on the River Kwai.
Yep.
And they decided to collaborate again. The first thing they were going to do was a biopic on Gandhi.
Oh, okay.
Yep, and Alec Guinness was going to play the title role of
Yeah, of
Emmerich
course.
Pressenberger.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So, but eventually they lost interest in that project. So then they came up with the idea of doing T.E. Lawrence, and Columbia had thought about doing T.E. Lawrence's life since back into 1950s, because there was a famous autobiography called The Seven Pillars of Wisdom, which was written by T.E. Lawrence. And he had left the rights of his book to his brother, A.W. Lawrence, and he ended up selling it for £22,500.
Okay.
So the first, as I said before, Michael Wilson, he wrote the original draft of the screenplay, but Lean was dissatisfied with Wilson's work, and mostly because he focused on the political aspects of the Arab Revolt.
Oh, yep.
Spiegel hired Robert Bolt to rewrite the script and to make it a character study of Lawrence. Many of the characters and scenes were Wilson's invention, but virtually the dialogue in the finish room was written by Bolt. Mm-hmm. So Lean reportedly watched another movie that was on the AFI Top 100 list, The Searchers, and
Yes.
he used Ford's scope, which we talked about.
Yes.
Yeah, in The
I
Searchers.
noticed.
Yeah.
You notice it in this movie a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So Lean biographer Kevin Bromwell noted that the physical similarity between Rum and Ford's Monument Valley. So they use sort of similar looks.
Yeah, very similar. Yeah.
The film was made by Horizon Pictures and distributed by Columbia Pictures. As I said before, photography began in 1961 and ended in 1962 in September, and then they had to go back and do reshoots, so that made it the 2 years.
Yeah.
So they were shot in Jordan, also Morocco, also in Spain. The King Hussein of Jordan was extremely helpful in providing logistic assistance, location scouting. Hussein visited the set many times, the production. The only tension was learned that the English actor Henry Oscar did not speak Arabic, but would be filmed reciting the Quran. Permission was granted only on condition that an imam be present to ensure that there were no misquotations. So there you go.
Okay.
The film's production was frequently delayed and commenced without the script being finished. So the actors were waiting in Jordan, and they'd sacked Wilson, and so they were waiting for 3 weeks for a script.
It's like Iron Man. They were just waiting around.
When Bolt was took over, although cross material made some of it made it in the film. Bolt was arrested for taking part in anti-nuclear weapons demonstrations. Spiegel had to persuade him to sign a document saying he would be on his best behaviour so he could be released from jail. Lean decided to film this film in Super Panavision, and he used it for anamorphic the 65mm negative, and then printed onto 70mm positive to leave room for the soundtracks. The rapid cutting was more disturbing on the widescreen, so filmmakers had to apply a longer and more fluid takes. Shooting such a wide ratio produced the unwanted effects during projection.
Yeah, okay.
Where the flutter occurs, Lean was asked whether he could handle cinemascope. If he had one eye for the composition and the other eye for the problem. Toole did not share Lawrence's love of the desert as well. He said, "I loathe it." The music for this is just unbelievable in this film.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I didn't realize how iconic it is until you're listening to it and you're like, whoa.
The film score was composed by Maurice Jarre and little known at the time and selected only after both William Walton and Malcolm Arnold had proved unavailable. Jarre was given 6 weeks to compose 2 hours of orchestra musical for Lawrence. The score was performed by the London Philharmonic Orchestra. Unbelievable, eh?
No,
It was
it's an incredible score that helps elevate the film.
It does.
Because epics do need that kind of music, and I feel like this has definitely helped a lot in this film.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it's one of the best parts, but it helps because there are long stretches of this film where it is just them traveling.
Yep.
So the music helps, I don't know, get you into character, and they honestly
Yep.
help the film setting a lot. It's truly magical.
Okay, so before we go into the actors that we use in this film,
Yep.
and possible,
Troublesome.
troubles. Okay, so director David Lean, famous for this film, Dr. Zhivago, Bridge of River Kwai,
yeah.
Great Expectations, great
Yep.
movies. All, he's one of the best directors of all time.
Yeah.
Robert Bolt, he got given this job of writing for this film off the back of A Man for All Seasons, the play, and then ended up writing in the movie. But he also wrote Dr. Zhivago. He also wrote The Mission, which is a great movie starring Jeremy Irons and Robert De Niro from the 80s. Michael Wilson, he did Bridge of River Kwai. He also did A Place in the Sun, Planet of the Apes. So he had a great career as well. So it was good that he got credited for this as well. Let's talk about some of the other. So composer Michael Gerard. He's Maurice, famous for Dr. Zhivago. He also did Ghost. He did Witness. Fatal Attraction. He did like a lot of thriller trashes.
Yeah, you would have been like a thriller.
Yeah, this guy's a legend.
But yeah, no, the score is really
cinematographer Freddie Young. Freddie Young, Zhivago, You Only Live Twice. Great.
this film.
Sort of Valiant. Bloodline. The Man in the Iron Mask. Just great.
Yeah,
great
this
films.
is
Great
stunning. This is one of those films like you actually want to see in cinema because it changes everything because it's so wonderfully, the scale of it is so captured on screen and it's incredible. So yes, it's a beautifully shot.
Anne Coates,
one of the most gorgeous.
Anne Coates, great editor. So these are some of her films. In the Line of Fire.
Oh.
Out of Sight.
10 out of 10.
Murder of Orient Express. She did 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
she did Unfaithful. She did Erin Brockovich work a lot with Steven Soderbergh. Striptease.
She
Chaplin with Attenborough.
Really, many talents here.
Yeah, mate. Masters of the Universe. She edited that.
Let's look at that.
Great movie. Elephant Man.
Good journey, but
yeah, great journey. Great journey, Han. What else did she do? She had such a great career.
Yeah.
Like lived up to 90. She worked.
Yeah, I mean,
she worked into her 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hotel Paradiso.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just some of the great work of all time. To Paris with Love. The Pickwick Papers.
Oh, yeah.
Man, she was great. What a legend. The fact that woman editor, just legend.
Yeah.
Just so good. Producer Sam Spiegel. Now, we've had him on the list. We had him for Bridge on River Kwai.
Yep.
But we had him on for On the Waterfront as well.
Oh,
so he was one of the greatest producers of all time.
Knows how to pick 'em.
Yeah. Also a legend as well. Let's talk about some of the actors in this. So Peter O'Toole played T. Lawrence. Peter O'Toole, famous stage performer.
Yep.
Famous raconteur. Famous drunk. I don't know if anyone's seen
Quite a few on this list.
Some of the YouTube videos of him getting interviewed by David Letterman. And
he's just not there.
Yeah, he was just some of the originally he was not the first selected. Albert Finney was first selected.
Yeah.
And they $100,000 screen test for Albert Finney. But what broke down because Albert Finney famous for playing Perot in Murder on the Orient Express, but he also played the lawyer in Aaron Brockovich.
Yep.
Great actor. He also played Catherine Zeta-Jones's father in Ocean's 12. Like, just unbelievable, Albert Finney, right? So he was given the role, but Sam Spiegel said, I'm going to put you under a contract for 7 years if you get this role.
Ooh.
And he goes, nope, that's not going to happen. But so Peter O'Toole was already under contract with Sam Spiegel, so they went with him. Mm-hmm. But you know who first was offered the part?
Who?
Marlon Brando.
Wow.
But he couldn't do it because of Mutiny on the Bounty. There you go. That's why I told you it would come back to Mutiny on the Bounty.
Oh, wow.
Anthony Perkins was also one time rumoured, but once Psycho came out, they didn't want Psycho of Arabia.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Montgomery Clift really wanted this role. He pestered Spiegel, but Spiegel disliked him.
Well, that's what happens in showbiz.
Yeah. Alec Guinness had played Lawrence in a play and was briefly considered for the part, but Lean and Spiegel thought him too old.
Yeah.
So they made him... made him Arab.
Yeah.
Great.
They're like, okay, but...
Yeah.
How about a prince?
So Lawrence was 5'2", but Peter O'Toole was 6'2". So there's a bit of a height difference there, like a foot.
Yes.
O'Toole's looks prompted a different reaction from Noel Coward, who quipped after seeing the premiere, "If you had been any prettier, the film would have been called Florence of Arabia." The great raconteur, Noel Coward.
That's wonderful.
Okay, so throughout his career, Peter O'Toole was notorious for fluffing his lines and breaking into fits of laughter, the real Jimmy Fallon of acting. This film is his first major starring role, and so he had to carry this movie, but he still fluffed up his lines.
Of course.
It became evident in a key scene where he first meets Prince Facile, played by Alec Guinness, who had a formidable reputation not only for his acting ability but also his total professionalism on stage and set, which we talked about in Bridge of River Kwai. Time and time again, O'Toole made his grand entrance into the tent to act out the dramatic scene with Guinness, and time again he burst into laughter, ruining the takes. Finally, Guinness got totally ticked, and David Lean said, "You're wasting time and footage." The famed director turned to O'Toole and told him to take a long walk, compose himself, and O'Toole did. He, and mortified at his own behaviour, chastised himself during the break and returned, and with steely resolve and professional manner. When the cameras were rolling, everyone except another outburst of laughter from Toole. He entered the tent, approached Alec Guinness, and finally managed to get through the first line with a straight face. Alec Guinness, with his own nerves on the end, in expectation of ruin another take, promptly burst out laughing. So, yeah.
You can't help yourself. Someone's got to laugh.
Yeah. Peter O'Toole's performance as T. Lawrence is ranked number 1 of performances of all time by Premiere Magazine as 100 greatest performances of all time.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. So Alec Guinness was selected. He was going to be originally portrayed by Laurence Olivier. But
okay, yeah.
When he didn't get Lawrence, they selected him over.
Yeah.
Alec Guinness admired Peter O'Toole's talent and charm as he watched him drink to excess on location. His appreciation called for him. One day, the two of them were invited to dinner at a local dignitary's house. O'Toole got drunk, quarrelled with his host, threw a glass of champagne in his face. Guinness wrote to a friend, O'Toole should have been killed that night, shot or strangled. I'm beginning to think it's a pity he wasn't. So, yeah.
That didn't end well. Yeah,
Nah.
That relationship very fizzled out.
He was a legend. He was a legend, Peter O'Toole.
But he wore out his welcome.
Notorious jerk.
Yeah, so he wore out his welcome.
He's just drunk.
Yeah.
Anthony Quinn, the great Zorba the Greek, also played the baddie in Last Action Hero.
Yep.
Got very much into his role, spent hours applying his own makeup. You saw that terrible nose that he...
I saw the nose.
Especially in the Arab Council. So... Liam actually mistook him for a native and asked one of his assistants, where was Quinn? There you go. So actually, maybe it did work. Jack Hawkins, we've had on the list twice before with Ben-Hur and Bridge of River Kwai. He played General Edmund Allenby. Spiegel pushed Lean to cast Cary Grant, but he said, no. We worked with this guy before. He's good.
Yeah.
Guinness recounted that Hawkins was reprimanded by Lean for celebrating at the end of the day's film with an impromptu dance. Hawkins became friends with O'Toole, but Lean said, I don't want you to be friends with him. They got drunk every night.
Yeah.
Another one of the person that was partying with him was Omar Sharif.
Love him.
Sharif was originally going to be the first guide, but ended up getting this role.
Crazy, yeah.
Yeah, he's the only actual Arab part of the cast.
Yeah, and he's like
Yeah.
as I like to say, the side piece of the movie.
Yeah.
Famous. He was
Famous,
also in Funny Girl.
Funny Girl.
Barbra
Yeah.
Streisand.
Dr. Zhivago. Yeah. Jose Ferrer, he played the Turkish Bey, and he was married to Rosemary Clooney. He did not like how small his
role
was.
Yeah.
But he got compensated $25,000, which was more than O'Toole and Sharif combined. Plus, he was given a Porsche Boxster.
Wow, that is just don't. You're
but he said that he learnt more off Jose in like the couple of days that they worked together than any other acting class. According to Lawrence's 7 Pillars of Wisdom, General Bey, that was not his name. So just to let you know. So biographers including Jeremy Wilson and John Mack have argued that Lawrence's account is to be believed, but others, including Michael Asher and Lawrence James, argue that contemporary evidence suggests that Lawrence never met Dara in his time, and the story was invented.
Oh yeah, there is a little misconstrued facts and beliefs.
Yeah. Claude Rains played Mr. Dryden. We've had him on the list before for Mr. Smith Goes to Washington.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. My favourite Peter O'Toole performance actually was in a movie called King Ralph.
Yeah?
John Goodman. Yeah, he played like a real stuck-up guy. John Goodman was very funny. Played an American as the only surviving heir to the British royal family after all of them were killed in a tragic photo accident. But great. They're great.
It sounds a hoot. A hoot and a holler.
Duke of Earl. Yeah. Just funny things you remember. So
As we continue.
Yeah. So the critics. Some of the critics did not like this movie.
Oh,
Bosie
yeah?
Crowther. Yep. He called it vast or inspiring, but he called it camel epic.
Oh, a Camelot epic. Almost, diminishing.
Yeah.
Even though Camelot's fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Variety wrote the film was a sweepingly produced, directed, and lens job. Authentic desert locations, a stellar cast, an intriguing subject combined to put into the blockbuster league. It's definitely a blockbuster.
Oh.
Yeah. It does not tell the audience anything much new about Lawrence of Arabia, but it does not offer any opinion, theory, or about the character or this man that was what was motivated. It's also one of the most magnificent pictures, which LA Times wrote. The awesome, majestic landscapes in Jordan, the mass movements of the Bedouins and British and the Turks, ever-present camels make it one of the best films of the year. So that was the Los Angeles Times. Nominated 14 times.
Yeah.
It won Best Picture, Best Director, Best Art Direction, Best Cinematographer, Best Editing, Best Score, Best Sound.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And then the...
10 nominations, 7 wins. There
10,
you go.
Yeah.
Three words missed it out for. Screenplay, I agree. Supporting actor for Omar Sharif and Best Actor for Peter O'Toole.
Yeah,
now, you got to remember when it comes to Academy Awards, right?
Yeah, that year we had To Kill a Mockingbird.
True. But you got to remember when Academy Awards go around.
And also, Academy Awards, especially at this time, probably still happening to this day, they will give awards to people they like more than others.
Yes. And they also don't like giving people the award on their first outing.
Yeah, but they don't mind doing it when it serves them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
So he got beat. He got beaten by Gregory Peck, but it was good. Like,
I mean,
look at some of the. Jack Lemmon was nominated. Burt Lancaster was nominated. The favorite actually was Jack Lemmon for Days, Wine and Roses, and Gregory Peck ended up winning. We told that story when we did the
yeah, and Gregory Peck is iconic.
Okay, so actors in a supporting role. Terrence Stamp was nominated.
Oh yeah.
Telly Savalas was also nominated. Victor Bueno was also nominated. And Egg Begley won for Sweet Bird of Youth.
Yeah.
So you go. Now, you might know this, or you might not if you haven't seen Lawrence Arabia, but there's no women speaking part in over 222 minutes. So couldn't be nominated.
There isn't, and women aren't really depicted well anyway. So even if they were in it, unfortunately, it is very much why would you shoehorn a woman in the first place? So it makes sense. And it's very much a manly war epic,
Yep. It's
men.
Definitely a film bro movie.
It's film bros. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want some woman role shoehorned, especially because women were not treated great. So I wouldn't. Let's just not.
The screenplay lost to Kill a Mockingbird. So,
for adapted, that's that. I mean, To Kill a Mockingbird, you're going up against. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
It's a minute longer than Gone with the Wind, so that makes it the longest movie ever to win Best Picture.
Just by a minute. Just by a hair.
Yep. You know, one thing that I forgot to mention a couple of weeks ago with Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah.
Is that when he created Psycho, he created start times. Before that,
at films, yes.
Yeah, before that, you could come in. That's why Gone with the Wind was so popular and so a box office hit. People would just come in, watch a little bit, go away.
Yeah, because
come back in, watch a little bit.
Because they used to just play on a loop.
Yeah,
it was never, and you'd kind of come in halfway or maybe the end, and that's why Hitchcock was like, "No, Psycho is about the twist."
Yeah,
and if you come halfway, you're gonna miss the twist, or you're gonna get spoiled. So you need start times, and that's why he was very much he was a pioneer of it. And now start times are very important.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so recent reactions: Rotten Tomatoes 93, Letterboxd 4.4, and IMDb 8.3.
Yeah.
So we talked about the biographers for Lawrence, and they didn't go into this in the movie, but he was rumored to have many homosexual lovers, including
in real life,
including Ali.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Ali was a composite character.
Yes. A bunch of other characters thrown into one person.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it was rumored that one of those characters he had an ongoing relationship
very
with.
ongoing. It's very much hinted at in this movie.
His brother, when he saw this movie, said that it didn't seem anything like his brother whatsoever. It's
a character.
In this movie, he's said to be like photographed a lot of times. He actually had to be tricked into photograph, but he didn't like to be photographed at all. So there you go. He had to be tricked into it. So the film has many historical inaccuracies.
Yeah.
And they're just a few. There was a television movie made. It was called A Dangerous Man, Lawrence of Arabia. It starred Ray Fiennes.
Your boy.
As Lawrence.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Alexander Siddig as Prince Faisal. So there you go. 1989, there was a reconstruction and restoration. So they originally, it was 222 minutes. They cut out 20 minutes. And then they cut it down even further. Then they tried to put that footage back in. But then they lost 20 minutes. And then they found that footage when they were restoring it in 1989.
Yep.
but they lost the sound, so they had to get re-recorded dialogue. So Peter O'Toole came in, and he recorded it. He said, "Oh, now I can remember my lines." Other principals that had died, including Jack Hawkins, they got sound alikes.
Yeah. Yep.
Every Thursday on the channel, we do a little segment called Hot Take Clickbait. And last week, we gave our hot takes on what to watch or miss for the month of September. You can watch that on our social media channels. Pete and Hannah's Watchlist, where you get social media. Hannah, your hot take.
My hot take. Ooh, interesting. There's so many avenues you can go with this movie. Honestly, you can go how much it glorifies war, but also abhors it at the same time, which is, you know. I'm going to go with the fact that I think Hollywood loves a controversial character. And I think this is a great story about a guy who, is in love with the idea of helping out people and then turns into a monster and then falls in love with being a monster and realizes that he can't do this forever and he just wants to get out.
Yep.
Like a man watching him succumb, like he was like, oh, I'm going to help these people. I'm going to do something, fight for these people, fight for the effort. And then when he gets a taste of death, when he unfortunately has to execute someone and then someone dies under his watch, he starts to have this realization, oh no, I kind of like it. I kind of want to keep going at this.
Yeah.
And it's just is like, oh my God.
It doesn't take much to talk him into it.
No, because then you're following this and then you're kind of rooting for him. He's doing good, but he's also a bad person. Like he's a monster.
Yeah.
And then he wants to get out. People are like, no, you need to stay. And it's like, we tend to love the monsters that go evil. Like, look at Anakin Skywalker into Darth Vader. We loved his descent into darkness.
Hannah, that's my hot take.
Oh, no way.
I'll tell you what my hot take is.
Yeah.
This movie about Lawrence of Arabia.
Yeah.
It is the precursor to Dune, which is Paul Atreides.
I was thinking about Dune, too.
And Star Wars.
So because Paul Atreides is also a character
Frank Herbert.
Go into it.
And George Lucas are both cited that Lawrence of Arabia were
big influence. Yeah. It's the same with
Paul Atreides, where he goes in and he teaches the Mujahideen. It's like there's no difference.
He becomes their cult leader, and that's
learns how to ride the worm.
Lawrence also
learns how to ride the camel. That's like
you are right.
Yeah,
Hollywood loves the villain because they're like, no, he's a good guy. He's helping these people, but he's like, no, he's becoming the monster. And it's creating like backlash against the people because it's not, he's helping them become monsters alongside him. Another hot take of this movie is that it's weirdly super gay, and I love it.
Yeah, well, Ben-Hur's exactly the same.
That's what I'm saying. Ben-Hur, an epic movie about men. And, like, there's, the women take a sideline bar where they, unfortunately, they're not depicted well. And the men have just these great relationships. But in this movie, I just love Omar. He's just so good. Yeah. And towards the end, when he's truly like these two people can only be together in war, and when war's over, they can't be together. It's like it's so weirdly romantic, despite the fact this is such an evil man-coded movie.
Do you know, like, this movie is fantastic. It is well done. It is unbelievable. But I can never put this as my favourite movie all the time because I just hate Lawrence of Arabia so much. I just hate him.
Lawrence, the character.
I just can't.
He's a bad person.
T.E. Lawrence, I just cannot stand him. Like, there's no redeeming characters. I would rather watch a movie about a cannibal in Hannibal Lecter, and I think he's got more redeeming characteristics than this guy.
You mean in Silence of the Lambs? You mean he's got more redeeming?
Yeah. Well, he doesn't kill Clarice. He sticks up for
That's the same as in Bridge Over the Cry. Alec Guinness's character is like he's doing his duty, and I love the guy.
Oh my God.
And then in this movie, I'm like, no, he's like forgot his duty, and then he just became a monster. And
I don't know, like
it's fascinating to watch, but I don't know if I've never Tad as my favorite.
I can totally see like all these great film directors like Kurosawa and Spielberg both say that this is their favorite movie of all time. I can definitely see why they like it. It's such a technical, just epic. It's just so good, right? But I just can't have a movie where the character is just so evil. I kind
of
man.
It's so interesting to watch. It's so interesting you say that because there is a movie. I think there's a movie we're looking at next week where the character is like probably the most evil person, and I love it.
Well, let's get on to scene breakdown and part of Pete and Hannah's review. Mm-hmm. The movie starts with T. Lawrence's death on a bike accident. So,
I was shocked.
So it's strange how they didn't put that at the end. And, I think they needed to, because they needed to have, like, there was so many different stories about this guy, and you need to go into this is not like, you're going to see what this guy's like.
Yeah, well, because you meet him, you're like, oh, this young guy riding a bike, boo, crashes.
So for T. Lawrence's death scene, Peter O'Toole sat on a bike that was strapped to a trailer and pulled along behind the camera. During the filming, the bar connecting the trailer became to the trailer snapped, and the only thing preventing O'Toole hurtling out of control on the road was a flimsy piece of rope.
Ooh.
The trailer abruptly stopped, and the crew breathed a heavy sigh of relief. O'Toole was one piece.
Lose him.
Yeah, I think it was only Lawrence up there teasing. He said.
Yeah.
Go. Then there's like mixed reactions to Lawrence at the funeral. So you see all these opinions,
All these people showed up, and then you have a lot of people going, questioning, like,
and then it goes
guy?
straight into the movie where you see me working on maps, and like he's you can tell that he's working for the higher ups. He has completely different opinions on how to win this war. So they're up against the Ottoman Empire, which is Turkey, and so Turkey took over a lot of the Arab states, and Britain was in there, and basically Britain, France, all these countries that were going around colonizing them, they would go in there and just rip them through all its minerals and all that stuff like that, and enrich the empire, so the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
So they were working on how they sent him behind.
Yeah, to see how.
Yeah, to talk to the prince into using his troops against the Ottoman. But then Lawrence went rogue.
Oh yeah, no, he was going to go rogue. He has a very long journey there, and it even influences other things. But he's very different. He's more gentle and understanding of these people's cultures.
This is how different he was. Like that match thing.
Yeah.
And so he
lit a match,
and he held it until it burnt, basically. And he said the secret was it hurts. It's the use of getting used to the hurt that's the trick. Yeah. So that's why,
pain,
And so he, like, the general that was in charge at the time, or was that a colonel? It might have been a colonel. He said that he was bad-mannered. He didn't know if he was half-witted or not, or if he was just totally oblivious of what was going around him. Yeah. So then he's like goes on. He's got a guide, and so he's really like immersed himself into the culture. In the book, in the autobiography, T. Lawrence actually learned how to ride a camel when he was really super young. So this is not quite right that he was learning how to ride a camel on this trip.
Yeah.
But he offered the guide his gun, and that was a sign you always gave gifts to the Arab people as a sign of respect and sign of helping them. So he was learning all these little tricks. He was only drinking when he would drink. He would eat his food. Yeah, he would not eat his food.
It was.
Yeah. And
you're getting like this is like someone actually cares.
Yeah.
Like,
So the guide ends up getting shot, and he gets shot by
Sharif's character.
yeah, Omar Sharif's character, which is by Ali, and he said, "No, well, he was my friend, and you shouldn't have done that." And
But he drank from the well. He's not supposed to. He's not allowed to.
Yeah. And so Ali goes, "Goodbye, English," and he like.
And he also then goes on a rant about how the people, if you treat everyone like that.
Yeah.
Like he's riling up people who probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
That is where Lawrence is not.
So they sort of go on this long journey, and they run into an English soldier, and then there's like a plane attack from the Turks.
Yeah.
Like all these little things all going on.
In this journey, and then he finally reaches.
And he says, "You were right, I was wrong." And then they go on this epic journey, and there was like bits of darkness and there's bits in light.
Yeah, you can see the journey actually play through.
The filming was not possible to complete in the dark, so what they did was like they put light filters on the lenses.
Oh,
and these are the reasons there's shadows from the camels during the night scenes.
Oh, that makes sense.
So they're going on this long journey across the plains.
Yes.
And someone falls off a camel, and then they see the camel later, and then instead of just leaving them, which Ali says, it is written that you, once you fall off, you're dead,
Yeah, this is...
He goes back and goes and gets him, and he comes back, and they're so surprised that he survived. And then Lawrence's first words to Ali is, "Nothing is written."
Yeah. It's a great moment. This was because they, Alginus, the prince, said, Lawrence concocts the plan that he can take 50 men and basically I can take them and bring them back because and take over a part.
Yeah.
And he's like,
well,
okay.
they're trying to take over the Turkish base, which was closest to the Suez Canal. That's what they were trying to take over.
There's nowhere to go. So they were going to gather some more troops and work a miracle happen. And so Lawrence, he's going to try everything he can.
After saving that guy, his clothes are burnt and he gets given a wardrobe. Now, this actually happened, but it was actually Prince Faisal who gave him this.
Yeah, okay.
It's actually like a ceremonial robe, like they're using weddings and stuff like that. And so
it's a very distinct costume.
He's playing with himself, and he's looking into the
oh my god,
knife.
It's like when I've done this when you get like a new dress or something, and you just like float around the room, and it's so adorable. It's actually really adorable.
So Anthony Quinn comes in, and he comes in hot, and then he starts shooting people because they're playing with his water.
Yeah, he's just shooting. He's got his
Ryan tribes can't touch each other's water.
There. He's like,
showing off in front of his son.
We're showing off. You're not allowed to touch it. You get out of here, or I'm going to get my people.
But then Lawrence says, talks to him and says, "Mate, no." And also, you're getting paid a pittance. You're getting paid, by the Turks.
You're working.
Stay away. Yeah,
you're working.
So the Ottomans
have
been paying him to stay away. Not to join up.
Yeah.
And he says, "Mate, they've got gold in this town. We should take the town. You can have all the gold." And so
because they don't. Paper money isn't the same as actual treasure.
Yeah.
Like gold. Yeah.
So then they're on their way to take of this town, and then there's like an incident, and someone has stolen something or killed.
So there was unfortunately
a
dispute, and someone murdered someone else.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
someone from Ali's people murdered.
Yeah. So if Anthony Quinn's character kills the Ali,
they'll be upset,
and then they'd break away.
Yeah, everyone.
So then Lawrence says, "Okay, I
am impartial, no tribe.
I will take him down as the justice." And then when the guy lifts his head, it's the guy that he saved in the desert.
Oh, and then it's like,
and then he asks him, "Did you do it?" And he goes, "Yes, I did." So then he shoots him, and then he goes, he goes, it was written then.
Yeah, it's like my favorite scene in the movie because it's just a moment of and it's so weird because you think he's conflicted at this time, and it's so interesting how it turns out. So you're like, oh, he's out of it. He's very conflicted. He just had to murder the guy he saved. Like he risked his own neck for a murderer.
So then he goes and they take
over.
They take the base.
The Turkish base.
Take the Turkish base, which is an epic scene. And Anthony Quinn's character, he says, you lied about the
gold. There's no gold.
There's no guineas. It's just paper. And he goes,
I have to go.
I will go to Cairo and I'll grab you 5,000 gold guineas.
And arsenal and everything.
Yeah, artillery.
I got you.
You need to go and tell Prince Faisal I'll go across Sinai and I'll do that.
And he takes two kids with him.
Are you going to take kids with you? He goes, Moses did. And
Moses was like a prophet.
Yeah.
Like he's like this guy.
And so this is him equating himself to Moses.
Yeah, this is where he starts to get real ego head.
And then Anthony Quinn's character goes to Omar Sharif's character. He goes, he's not perfect. Because Ali was looking at him like, he's amazing.
Ali is like, this guy he delivered what was promised. And so to him, he's like, wow, but it's not all good. So
Lawrence goes to Cairo to tell the generals.
This absolute long journey.
Long journey. He loses his compass through a dust storm. There's quicksand. They lose the camels.
They lose one of the kids.
He starts walking and he goes, why are you walking?
He's almost...
He's like so despondent.
He's so despondent. Yes. And the other kids like, we can ride together. And then they manage to make it to the abandoned little military post.
So then they go, they're there at Suez Canal and...
They make it.
He's yelling and...
He stays in his
garb. Because Ali says that you're going to go back and you're going to go back in your trousers and
you're going to be that man again. And he's like,
So he goes into the officers' quarters and he brings his companion and...
The kid with him,
Yeah, he goes, like, everyone's saying to you, are you off your head?
Everyone's looking at him. Nah, they look at him like he's grown a head.
Oh, you've got really nice lemonade here, So he goes in and meets with the new general, because there's a new general that's taken over called General Allenby, which is played by Jack Hawkins. Nasty haircut that he's got going, because Jack Hawkins had hair.
Oh, yeah.
But he's really coloured.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
So they offer him a major thing, and he goes, no, thanks. And the reason why is because I killed two men and I enjoyed it. And he goes, well, you killed two men to, you got to give them the hard job. You got to... And so...
But you succeeded in your post.
He goes, I'll give you money. I'll give you everything. I can't give you the artillery, but I'll give you everything you asked for. And are you going back? And he goes, of course I'm going back. But he wanted to know, do we have any ambitions in Arabia?
Yeah.
In Arabia.
Do you want to,
does Britain want to take over this place? And he goes, I'm not a politician. So it's just a...
they're skirting around the truth, and because he wants to come back and say, we are helping you. We are not trying to take over. And yes, this is, yeah. But the monster has started to arise because he...
So, speaking of monster.
Yeah.
We get another monster in this. The reporter who says,
I don't like those guys.
I'm trying to create a hero of this war.
I know.
And the hero that I've decided to create is Lawrence. And then he's talking to Prince Faisal and I cannot believe he's playing this character.
Oh, yeah.
It's right up there with Mickey Rooney playing the
the
Japanese guy in Breakfast Activities.
Let's not bring that up.
Great times.
But yes, Alec Guinness kind of skirting around.
But basically
saying that he is in charge of his troops.
Yeah, basically he sends the reporter with the information and he watches him take out the trains. And then when they're taking out the trains, they have like an observer for General Allenby. And
who reports
when they take these trains out, the Arab fighters, they all steal stuff.
Yeah.
And he goes,
yeah.
this is how we pay them. And so, like, Lawrence of Arabia was trying to... But, like, he's so regal in his white garb. He's like...
Not only this is how we pay them, once they've gotten what they want, they return back. They return home. And they're wondering, is there going to be enough forces to take over what they need to take? Because Lawrence keeps promising, we're going to take over. Yeah, we're taking over. But a force keeps dwindling.
Yeah.
And they don't believe...
Because once they get their stuff, we're out of here.
They don't believe in Lawrence has the power to keep this army.
They just think...
Because they want
they just think that
for themselves.
the Ottomans, they're taking over at the moment, but it's just going to be replaced by Britain or replaced by France.
Yeah.
So, when David Lean actually went scouting for locations in Jordan, he actually found the remains of Turkish locomotives and railroad tracks. And and it had been 40 years, but due to sun and the dry climate, the rail tracks hadn't even rusted. You found them like brand new rail tracks. There you go. So then the second taking of a train, he actually gets shot, and Anthony Quinn's character says, "You're using up your 9 lives really quickly."
Yeah.
And he said,
no.
no.
The reporter also wants to take photos.
Yeah.
Like he's going
and then,
around.
he said, no, they're going to have to kill me with a golden bullet.
Wow. It's so ironic because we know how it ends for the character. So it's like, it's one of those, you don't know. But it's true that he weirdly does survive a lot of stuff that happens in this.
And then he says to the reporter that he's going to give them their freedom. That's why he's doing this.
That's what they want, and I want to give it to them.
And then he asks him, why do you like the desert? And he says, because the desert is clean.
Which is, a sentiment.
Love
Interesting.
it. So then they do another attack, and they're attacking a train with horses on there.
Beautiful.
And basically, Anthony Quinn's looking for something to take, so to signify that he has his gift. Like he tried a clock. Clock didn't work, but then he finds this beautiful, Arabian horse, and he takes that. He goes. So the next explosion kills his little mate Farash.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate because they're playing with explosives.
Yeah.
And you know what? Never put it down in your pants.
So,
sorry.
So Lawrence is writing reports, and he's sending them back to General Allenby.
Yep.
And Allenby asks his officer, "Do you think he's gone native?" And because he's losing all these people, but he still thinks this is going to work.
And they also question because he's wearing their clothes and he's very much in line with their beliefs more than say always never choosing the British way.
Well, they're so close to a Turk stronghold, so Lawrence says we're going to take them, but then all the people don't believe him. And they've sort of lost their way. And Ali goes, no, you have no idea what you're doing here.
Because they're also questioning him because they're hearing the British, they're thinking he's too British, and it's Lawrence has become so infatuated with the culture that he almost believes he's Arab.
So he says to Ali, we need somewhere to announce myself, you know?
I need to get in there.
And so he's asked if he's a deserter. He ends up.
He gets caught.
Hitting him.
He gets
and
caught
then he gets beaten to beaten to all coming.
He gets definitely reminded in a weird, almost sexual way that he is a white, fair-skinned man underneath all those clothes. And so he does get beaten and watched while he's beaten.
So Ali gets him.
Really messes with him.
And he goes, okay, well, we can take this guy. And Lawrence goes, I'm done. I'm not Arab. And
I can't do this. And it messes with Ali because this is his man. This is,
lover.
Well, allegedly. And this is, the people they've been looking up to. And it's really unfortunate that he's like, no, I want to call it quits now. I'm done. I can't do it anymore.
So he heads back to the base where General Allenby is in Jerusalem. And he walks in, he's talking to the officers, and he goes, "Oh, what's going on here?" And they, "Oh yeah, we've built a squash court."
Oh,
But,
jolly
not
good.
even, not even
Jolly
like,
good squash court.
yeah. And then,
As he walks away.
yeah, as he walks away, they started trashing
He's
him.
really putting it on. Like, as in, he's not British.
So he goes up to the office, and he says to General Amby, "I want out. I want out of this." And Claude Rains' character sees that his back is bleeding because he's been beaten. And
Like,
he sort of leaves the room.
Yeah.
And
Allenby asks what actually happened there.
because Allenby thinks that he's quitting because he found out that Britain and France have come up with a deal to take over this from Prince Vasil.
They even bring the prince there to kind of see where's loyalties lie.
And the prince goes to him, "Mate, you lie better than
but
you lie better than anyone because you're almost Arab."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what a line. And then he just walks away.
So, Claude Rains' character says, "You're dangerous because you tell half lives."
Yeah.
And,
and you don't know where you sit between those lies. And
So he finally sort of gets talked around that he's going to take Damascus.
no, because you need to be there.
Yeah.
Your plan.
We're going to come from one way. You're going to come for the other.
You were always in the plan. This is important.
You can have as much money as you want, but you can't have artillery. They don't want to leave artillery because
then they have the power.
They have the power, and they don't want them to have the power.
No.
So, that's
how the British government works.
These are the building blocks of what we have right now. Was what's going on.
That's how a lot of governments work. We can help.
The best won't come for money. Some will come for money. But the best will come for me because I'll tell them.
This is ego profit speaking over here, Lawrence. Yeah.
So they're making their way through the towns, and then they find this town that's been deserted by the Turkish soldiers, and it's been left in ruins. One of the soldiers that are part of the Arab tribe. That's his home. He goes to attack them, and
this kind of
he gets shot down, and then
But
Ali goes, "Let's go around them. We've got to get to Damascus.
We got to get to Damascus, and then the assassins he's hired are like, no, let's do revenge
because he's paid all these mercenaries basically.
Yeah, to be
so
his
they're not
bodyguards.
after. They're not after land or anything like that. They're just after money and killing.
And killing. And you have, he's basically torn between his urge to destroy and then his side of, oh no, I have a job to do. Nah.
And then you get that iconic close-up and where Peter O'Toole yells out, "No prisoners," and it's official. Lawrence has lost his mind.
Oh, yeah.
You can just see it in his face.
He's a monster.
Unbelievable.
There is no man, only a monster.
So next time you see they've taken Damascus.
Yeah.
But this actually didn't happen in real life. The Australian troops actually took Damascus, and it was highlighted in a movie from 1986 called The Light Horseman. Oh. So it's one of a great Australian war pictures.
Yep.
So in the movie they've taken Damascus. The British finally get there. He's been there for 2 days. They've already started an Arab council. And then the Brits and the French start sabotaging power and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're kind of just waiting them out.
Yeah.
Which, very normal.
The Arab council disbands.
Yeah, because
Lawrence walks away. And the prince and the general are both happy to see the back of him. And they start doing deals on their side. And then Lawrence drives away. You know that scene where he's driving away? He actually only wore the top half of his uniform because lean was a big one for lots of takes. He would do 20, 30 takes.
I don't want to wear.
Yeah. I'm not wearing a full garb in this weather. And that's the end of the film.
Yeah, and it's the end of the film, but you could go the end of the film and the start is his end.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it also has when that council disbands, you have the scenes where basically, the council have just left him.
Yeah.
He was writing up notes. He was trying to make the council happen.
Anthony Quinn's character wants Lawrence to follow him, and
because he's like, I see your blood rage, your passion. We could use that still. Ali just wants.
He wants to be a politician.
He wants to be a politician
because of all the things he learnt from Lawrence, and then he goes, well,
and Lawrence doesn't want to stay.
No, you don't want to be a politician.
Lawrence wants to leave, and it's a hard thing.
Yeah.
he's done so much, and they've done so much together.
He wanted them to create their own land, but because there's so many factions and so many people wanting things, and
there's not much
he couldn't bring them together.
He couldn't bring them together.
He could bring them together to fight an enemy. He couldn't bring them together to create a peace.
To survive, to the hereafter. Just the fact that the British, they don't have trained people to work in the hospitals and the plants and stuff, and so the British would obviously be like, please, we'll take over.
Okay, Hen, reasons to see.
Wow, it's one of the greatest war epics we've ever seen of this entire film.
Yeah.
It is one of the most stunning, beautiful movies ever. It is actually beautiful. I get why a lot of movies have done Lawrence of Arabia moments. Like John Wick Chapter 4 starts Lawrence of Arabia. And it's like, why? Oh, because you just want to do that.
Yeah.
You know?
Reason not to see, this is one of the worst characters. He's so evil.
It's unfortunately awful depictions of war. It's really sad that, some of this can relate to modern days. It is gruesome. And it's
sure they could have found one more Arab than Omar Sharif.
That's just not great.
Does this deserve to be on the list? It's actually down 2.
Yeah. Probably.
It's down 2 from the original.
I don't know. It may go down further. I don't know if modern.
No, there's so many film bros. So many film bros love this. Like this movie is like okay. Let's just skip to it.
It's a film girl movie.
Let's skip to it.
Yeah.
Rating for this one's an all-time classic. It is an all-time classic.
Yeah, I can't deny it.
I would definitely watch this movie again. I watched this movie a lot when I was a kid. It was like one of those movies that played on high rotation.
Oh, it's brilliant.
I'd get a steelbook 4K of this. I would love to see this on a huge screen. I'd love to see this in like an IMAX treatment.
I would love to see it on a big screen like that.
We have like a huge screen, but like an IMAX screen.
With the sound
please.
and everything, it would just be the most stunning thing.
This
it's not
movie,
a perfect movie.
It's definitely not. This movie's just not for me.
As in, you're not going to tout it as your top 4. No. It's never going to be the top of your list.
No. But I can definitely rate it as an all-time classic.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I have a lot of all-time classics that are on my top 4. Like, I just have a lot of all-time classics. I think that, there's a lot of movies that people should see. This is one of them. And, it's just a feat of filmmaking brilliance. And,
it's something that can't be made again.
Knowing Peter O'Toole is an absolute jerk.
The opposite of
it does take a shine off the performance. Like, he's such a loser. I just hate him. Anyway, that is it for today's show. Next week, talk about
long movies.
Characters that I hate.
Whoa.
I've got so many Gone with the Wind thoughts.
Yeah, so
That's
do I.
Gone with the Wind. Movie number 6.
Gone with the Wind.
I hate every character in Gone with the Wind. So we're going to talk about...
Really?
Yep, I hate them all.
No.
I'm going to be talking about that next week.
I like some... No, there's...
Nah, there's none. No, there's no redeeming characters. There's no redeeming characters in this movie as well.
I have to be the redeemer.
Yep. So we'll look forward to that.
Ooh.
As my lovely co-host Hannah, long live cinema. And until we meet again, it's bye for now.
Bye.